Okay, I might have been wrong about some Assassin's Creed predictions in the past. Like when I said the Black Flag remake would be getting announced and shown at Gamescom of 2025. Get that out of here, because I'm not always wrong. And case in point today, do you know what? Let's take this off. Let's take this off. Case in point today, being Assassin's Creed Mirage DLC confirmed by Ubisoft themselves to be coming later this year for free. Apparently. I've been looking at the leaks, the rumors, saying this is probably going to be happening for ages now, for months. And a lot of you guys said, no, you're wrong, it's not happening. Look at the fake news, it's never happening, stop lying. Who's laughing now? Everything's a scam, but not this. Not this. You heard me right, Assassin's Creed Mirage is getting DLC this year, and it's free. As of Saturday, the 23rd of August 2025, Ubisoft tweeted this. Assassin's Creed Mirage players, we have a surprise coming your way later this year. A book emoji. New story chapter and mission set in 9th century AlUla. I think I said it right. I have no idea if I said it right. The capital U in the middle makes me feel like I should raise my voice as I get there, like AlUla. But I don't know. It reminds me of that new meme. Achlelele, achlela. Achlelele.
Ahlelas. Ahlelele. Ahlelas.
Xbox controller emoji. Game improvements for the base game and new location. Nicely wrapped gift emoji. All for free. Stay tuned. So yeah, it's coming this year, 2025, and we haven't got much of that left, believe it or not. It's going to be a brand new region, and it's going to be free, which shocks the hell out of me. Now, accompanying this information within this tweet from Ubisoft is a nice bit of concept art of Basim looking over into this new world, this new map, this new land of Achlelele. And he's holding some kind of talisman. You know the ones you'd wear on your back in Mirage? It kind of looks like that. I don't know if it's an Isu type thing. It's like a Loki thing. Who knows? But Basim's holding it, and it must mean something, right? Now, of course, we've got an eagle in the sky, which I'm assuming is Enkidu, the eagle drone mechanic bird we use in Mirage. There's a man with a wooden staff or stick walking in the distance. I assume it's a wooden staff because if it was a stick, well, I mean, there's no trees around, so it probably doesn't mean much. It's probably just an NPC. Unless it's meant to mean like that's actually Loki and it's like he's looking to his true self, but I doubt it because it just looks like a generic NPC. Now, on the right hand side in the cave, like the rock wall, the rock face itself, is an entrance into some sort of tomb. Now, I feel like this is just some sort of reference to Saudi Arabia, right? Because if you didn't know, AlUla is in Saudi Arabia, the country. Now, we're going to go into detail on the land of AlUla in a little bit, so you know what to expect with the world. But yeah, just based off of this concept art, I think this is just more of a call to like a lot of the architecture of Saudi Arabia, specifically AlUla. And it looks in the distance that maybe we have some kind of tower on a hill or some sort of town. It's hard to tell if it's a tower or it's just like a rounded phallic shaped rock, you know what I mean? And the rest of it's mainly desert. Now, before we get into details of AlUla and what we know about the world of AlUla during 9th century in the real world, so we can piece together what Mirage DLC might be, I need to give you guys a little bit of context to the leaks and rumors surrounding the Mirage DLC if you didn't already know them, because that adds a lot of context and knowledge to this DLC and what it might be. So firstly, it was rumored a good 3 or 4 months ago now that Yves Guillemot, the CEO of Ubisoft, traveled to Saudi Arabia. I'm pointing over like Saudi Arabia is just over there. It's not. But the sneaky French snail, Guillemot, headed over to Saudi Arabia to talk with Savvy Games Group and other groups as well. But Savvy Games Group in particular are a Saudi Arabian publisher, developer. I'm not too sure on what they specifically do. There's a lack of insights into their specific operation online, but we do know they're funded by the Saudi Arabian government, and it's basically Saudi Arabia's idea, you know, in the gaming industry to boost the economy that way. We know that Saudi Arabia are doing a lot to boost their economy of their country, just generally. You know, you look at, I believe the World Cup was there a few years ago. I don't know, I don't follow football, but, you know, they built a massive massive stadium for that because it's good for the economy. Going back to Savvy Games Group, this is one of their feet in the door when it comes to the gaming industry. The gaming industry is one of the biggest industries in entertainment in the world, so it only makes sense that Saudi Arabia want to, become a big player in that industry as well. Anyway, Yves Guillemot spoke with Saudi Games Group, and it was rumored that they may have struck a deal where the Savvy Games Group will create DLC for older existing IPs within Ubisoft. Most notably, their popular IPs such as Assassin's Creed and maybe Far Cry, but it was the rumor was focused on Assassin's Creed. So that was where the rumor sparked. From there, we had leaks from our boy Jonathan, the French dude that just knows loads of Assassin's Creed, leaks and rumors. He must have an insider because he's usually right when he tweets things out. And he tweeted a new world awaits with a structure, it's eluding me the name of it, but it's a very famous structure in Saudi Arabia. And the caption, "A New World Awaits," references directly to Assassin's Creed Mirage. There's a song on the OST called "A New World Awaits." Basim himself literally says, "A new world awaits." It's a big thing, right? It's like a reference to, Basim finally realizing his true self as Loki, and he's saying new world awaits, da-da-da-da-da. Now, again, going back to the official announcement, Ubisoft have finally revealed that, yeah, this is indeed true. They haven't said specifically if this is being developed by Savvy Games Group or Ubisoft Bordeaux themselves, Ubisoft Bordeaux being the developer of original Mirage, if you want to call it that. So that's where we're at. We know it's coming this year. We know it's apparently free. Again, that really shocks me because I would have thought that they'd want to make some money off of this. Just a bit of speculation here. If it is free, I wonder if there'll be a lot of new cosmetics that you can pay for that come with it, like gear packs, stuff like that. Or maybe Ubisoft are just doing this out of the kindness of their heart, I don't know. Something else that intrigues me is that they're saying gameplay improvements for the base game and in the new location. And I wonder what these base game improvements will be. Will they be being improved by Ubisoft, or will they be being improved by Savvy Games Group? And when it comes to base game improvements, is that parkour? We've already seen parkour improvements in updates to Mirage in the past. Is it going to be stealth? Combat? I'm thinking maybe it's going to be something new, like the launch mechanic. You know the launch mechanic? I don't even know if it's actually called that, but the mechanic where Basim runs into an area, he sees enemies, and he uses this animus teleportation to teleport to an enemy, kill the enemy, instantly teleport to another enemy. And people took the absolute piss out of it, saying oh, people are saying it's just Basim's too fast and the enemies can't keep up. We're like, no, it's teleportation, and nobody asked for this. But then it became kind of a viral thing when our boy Anthony Allen, he's not even an Assassin's Creed YouTuber, just a guy on YouTube, started going viral for going, launch, stuff like that. Now, I wonder if when they say new gameplay improvements, it's going to be more something to do with this talisman in the artwork. Maybe, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, but it kind of looks like the Sands of Time or dagger in Sands of Time, Prince of Persia. So maybe it could be some sort of time reversal mechanic, or it's gonna probably be something, overblown like that, I'm thinking, especially when I look at this artwork and I just see him holding something like that. I don't know, that's pure speculation from me. But with all of my gameplay speculation out of the way, I want to talk about AlUla itself. This is a real world location within Saudi Arabia, and I want to talk about the history of this land, its geography and stuff like that, so that we can have a good idea of how it might connect to base game Mirage and the Assassin's Creed series as a whole, and of course Basim's story. Will it be able to lead in to Basim going to Constantinople, meeting Sigurd, which then leads in to the beginning of Valhalla? Who's to say? Let's talk about it. Now, disclaimer, I'm no historian. All of this information about AlUla comes from a quick internet search. So if any of it's inaccurate, then that's not on me, that's on the internet. AlUla is a region in northwestern Saudi Arabia, in Al Medina province. It's a desert valley area with dramatic sandstone mountains, ancient ruins, and oases. For thousands of years, it's been a crossroads of trade and culture, part of the incense route connecting Arabia with Egypt and Mesopotamia. Quick thing to point out, Mesopotamia is where Basim was born. In the 9th century, AlUla wasn't a forgotten desert, it was still inhabited and functioning as a regional hub, though not at the same peak as during the earlier or Nahbab periods. Islamic era shift. By the 7th century, with the spread of Islam, the old pre-Islamic ritual centers and tomb cults of places like Hegra lost their religious importance. By the 9th century, AlUla was a Muslim settlement integrated into the broader Islamic world. Strategic location. It sat on the Hajj route, connecting Damascus to Mecca and Medina. This meant it retained relevance as a stopover for caravans and pilgrims. Quick reminder, Damascus is a location in Assassin's Creed 1. Just thought I'd point that out. Urban life. The inhabited town was known as AlUla al-Jib. I'm not going to pretend to say these because I know I'm going to get all the pronunciations wrong. That's why I'm deliberately butchering them. Brackets New AlUla. There we go. Built near the fertile oasis. It had mud brick housing, market, and small fortifications with agriculture, dates, citrus, grains, sustaining local life. Now, before we get into the rest of the information I want to cover, that's a bit of broad information on the town we might be able to explore in this new map, and, you know, the broader world of AlUla itself. It sounds very much that this is going to be another sort of trade hub, you know, somewhere for people to travel from Baghdad towards New AlUla, the city, and then outwards towards Damascus, you know, which is also a big city, which we see in Assassin's Creed 1. So there's the connection geographically. It's good to hear that there was a town. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's much of a city. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more on the size of Anvil, which is the smaller town you can visit in Mirage. But it's interesting to hear that it's right by an oasis. I wonder if we'll get some tropical vibes from this, more tropical than the desert sort of land of Baghdad, and again, Ambar. But getting back into some more historical information on AlUla, decline of the Madain Saleh. By this time, the Nabataban rock-cut tombs at Hegra weren't in active use anymore. The site was largely abandoned except for occasional reuse of caves and carved spaces for shelter or storage. Okay, so going back to those huge, like, carved tombs in the walls that Saudi Arabia aesthetics are known for. What I'm reading here is by the time of this Mirage DLC, these tombs are not going to be in active use for like prayer or burial, I suppose. But I wonder, because these tombs will be not in, you know, they'll be in disrepair, not in active use at the time of the DLC, maybe the Order of Ancients have taken up these abandoned tombs for their own use, or maybe they found in one of these tombs carved in the rock that there's actually an Isu temple below it, or something. One thing I will say is that mostly whatever you speculate about Assassin's Creed is always a lot more better and fun and intriguing than what we actually get. So it's probably not going to be anything to do with the Order of Ancients and the Isu. Probably not. Political context. The region was under Abbasid influence during the 9th century, but being on the periphery, it was a more local tribal-led settlement with Islamic allegiance rather than a major administrative hub. So I think that's the gist of the general political climate and historical setting and the idea of what we might be seeing in this new map, in this new Assassin's Creed Mirage DLC, which I'm still kind of shocked it's happening. As much as I believed the rumors and sort of realized they had a lot of credence, it's still crazy to think that, you know, Ubisoft are now releasing DLCs for older games. But there you have it, Assassin's Creed Mirage new DLC in 2025. It's crazy. Question for you guys, will you be playing this DLC? Are you re-downloading Mirage as we speak? I know there's a lot of you that are going to be excited for this because I remember during the time of Mirage and every time I've made Mirage videos since, there's a big community of guys that, and girls, I didn't mean it like that, that really appreciate Mirage for what it tries to do. So for you guys, it's amazing. For me, I mean, I'd like to see it before I commit to saying I'm gonna play it, you know? I want to see how it looks. I want to see how long it is. If it's like 2 hours long, I've been hearing online that it's maybe only 2 hours. I don't see any confirmation of the game or the DLC's length myself, so I'm not gonna say it is 2 hours when I haven't seen anything official. But if it's only 2 hours, I will not be playing it because it's kind of pointless at that point, you know what I mean? Then again, it is free, but it's just like, do I care to download the game again just for 2 hours? If it's like 10 hours, maybe. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, of course, for more Assassin's Creed Mirage DLC news coverage, AC rankings, talking about the Black Flag remake. We're here to just talk AC, whatever that may be. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button, and see ya later.